Welcome to Tokyo, Japan. One of the birthplaces of modern professional wrestling will play host to the greatest modern wrestlers in the world. Every GAW championship is on the line in this stacked show, and we will begin with a grudge match for the US title. At Winterfest, Ronda Rousey escaped by the skin of her teeth, but can she do it again, literally, in the steel cage? We switch out cages as the Usos finally settle their differences with the Lucha Brothers with the Tag Team Championships on the line. Will tonight be the last night in the company for Pentagon and Rey Fenix? Intercontinental Champion Will Ospreay continues his open challenge against the always deadly Sin Cara. It's always a treat to watch Asuka and Kairi Sane, and they will battle once again for the Women's Championship, this time in front of their passionate hometown fans. And in the main event, PAC defends his World Championship for the first time since he cashed in his Challenger briefcase when he takes on hometown hero Kazuchika Okada. Well, what the hell are we waiting for? Let's get straight to the ring. Welcome to Tokyo. Kacy Catanzaro making her entrance first for our opening match. Catanzaro has shown herself to be not only one of the great athletes in GAW, but also one of the most patient, one of the smarter competitors that we've seen, forcing Ronda Rousey into a match where she will not be as comfortable, knowing that escape is an option from this steel cage. Remember, Rousey introduced the first ever MMA rules match at Winterfest, which she used to her advantage to beat Catanzaro, but now Kacy has turned the tables. What will Rousey do? And here is the baddest woman on the planet. Say what you want about Catanzaro's intelligence and the fact that Rousey will be competing with a stipulation that she certainly is not used to. I mean, in MMA, you're not trying to escape the octagon. Well, I mean, maybe you are if you're fighting Ronda Rousey. But you say what you want about that, Ronda Rousey is still one of the most intimidating figures in GAW. There's no doubt about it. The first and so far the only United States champion in the history of this company. Kacy Catanzaro trying to change that. In the steel cage, pin, submission, and escape are all legal. Let's get to it. No time limit, of course, here between these two. Catanzaro immediately drops Rousey with that straitjacket neck breaker. The clash of styles here is very apparent in terms of what these two women bring. Nice teardrop suplex from Rousey. Ronda Rousey comes in with a significant size and power advantage, but Kacy Catanzaro, of course, one of the best athletes in GAW, but it will be Ronda Rousey who tries to escape the cage first. Catanzaro catches her. Escape is, of course, a valid way to win this match, as well as pinfall and submission, so you gotta feel like Rousey is gonna be looking for maybe an armbar to try to win this thing. We'll see what Catanzaro has in store for her. Catanzaro using the speed to get over that one. Drops Rousey, but a nice drop toe hold from Ronda. Kacy Catanzaro has an advantage in this match because of the escape stipulation. Catanzaro, of course, one of the greatest women to ever compete in American Ninja Warrior. She's the first woman to make it to a city finals. And, of course, she was also a nationally recognized gymnast in college. So Catanzaro will have the advantage when it comes to scaling the cage, given her background in climbing as well as her impeccable balance. But Ronda Rousey may be able to make up for that with her sheer strength and power. She's done it 9 previous times. Ronda Rousey is 9-0 in GAW so far, including a win over the greatest women's champion of all time, Lita, in the finals of the U.S. title tournament. Catanzaro leapfrogs over, goes for the drop kick. Rousey pushes her away. Catanzaro still battling here. Rousey, we're going to see the power. Double leg slam. That's the power that Ronda Rousey brings. She's done that to so many women. Catanzaro blocks the suplex and turns it into one of her own. Well done from Kacy Catanzaro. Drop kicks Rousey into the back. Rousey went for the kick. Catanzaro answers with a forearm. Certainly Ronda Rousey is the better striker of the two, but Catanzaro able to floor her there. Targeted the legs as well, and now Catanzaro will make her first jaunt up the steel cage. Catanzaro trying to get to the top. Ronda Rousey to her feet. And now Rousey brings Catanzaro down the hard way, face first into that mat, but Catanzaro still fighting. Catanzaro picks Ronda Rousey up with relative ease. Again, the strength from Kacy Catanzaro might surprise you given her size. The kick whiffs from Ronda Rousey, and Catanzaro once again in control. She has fought a great match so far, in my opinion. Drops Rousey with that flying forearm into the corner. Catanzaro, I mean, dare I say, might have the advantage. Look at the strength. Again, the size of Catanzaro will just not do justice to how strong, how much of an athlete she is. The stomp, Rousey gets out of the way, but Catanzaro, look at this, cartwheel into the knee. Wow, Kacy Catanzaro. Every time you watch her, she brings out something new. It really is incredible. And she said that Ronda Rousey was too arrogant. Rousey didn't even read the contract of this match. Catanzaro, look at this, rolls up into a head scissors spin. And now Catanzaro with a corkscrew moonsault. And Catanzaro, she could have escaped, but she's going for the pin. Far leg hooked. Catanzaro's done it. She didn't even need to escape. The corkscrew moonsault, and Kacy Catanzaro has won the United States Championship. She didn't need to escape the cage to do this, but maybe that was just playing a trick on Ronda Rousey. Rousey had to worry about the escape, and Catanzaro hands Ronda Rousey her first loss in GAW. Wow. Tag title match is next. Folks, the steel cell is seldom used in GAW. The last time that we saw the cell make an appearance was at Nitro 9 when Jay White absolutely beat down Cody Rhodes. And it was one of the most brutal bouts I have ever seen. Featured Cody Rhodes falling through the top of the cell into the ring. And that just gives you a sense of what the steel cell is like. And we are about to see it here for the Tag Team Championships. The Usos have held the GAW Tag Team Championships since episode 7. We're on episode 46. I mean, this is unbelievable. The reign of these two, and it has come with defenses against basically all of the best tag teams in GAW. They are not scared to fight anybody. And that has led them to challenge the Lucha Brothers here. They did it because they knew that Alpha would come for them, and there's no way that Alpha could touch him inside the steel cell. Win, and the Lucha Brothers are gone. Lose, and they will never challenge for those titles as long as the Lucha Brothers hold them. It's time for the most brutal match in GAW. The Steel Cell, Usos, Lucha Brothers for the Tag Team Championships. Well, we just saw the cage, and the cell lowering is somehow an even more intimidating sight. There is only two ways to win this match. pinfall or submission inside the ring. That's it. We will see probably unfettered brutality here. Both of these teams, of course, have an intense hatred for each other, all dating back to when the Usos intentionally took a count-out victory over the Lucha Brothers because of the Lucha Brothers' involvement with Alpha. Rey Fénix was originally supposed to be in the Challenger briefcase ladder match and instead was replaced by Alpha with current world champion PAC. PAC went on to win the Challenger briefcase and then capture the world championship. Knee bar applied by Pentagon, and Jey Uso was there. Rey Fénix now bringing Jey Uso to the ropes, and now over Pentagon and Jey Uso. Rey Fénix with a nice arm drag. Jey and Pentagon duking it out on the outside. So that was all the way back at Cyclone Denver when the Usos took that count out, and these two teams have been going at it ever since, and it has culminated here. Pentagon and Jey Uso fighting on the outside. The cell can be as much of a weapon as anything else in this match. And Rey Fénix now on the top rope, super kick to Jimmy. Rey Fénix, the most adept top rope worker in all of GAW. Incredible balance from Rey Fénix. Pentagon trying to drive Jey Uso's head into the side of the ring, and Jey Uso fights him off. These two have been battling on the outside. Rey Fénix now has Jimmy Uso on the top rope. Uso able to kick out of that. And Rey Fénix, though, spikes him with a DDT. Fénix going for the cover. Jey Uso was trying to get back in. He was intercepted by Pentagon. Tosses him into the wall. Jey Uso and Pentagon. This is exactly what the cell is for. You take out your personal animosity. And that's exactly what they're doing. Side Russian leg sweep by Jimmy Uso as Pentagon and Jey continue to battle on the outside. Pentagon tosses Jey into the side of the cell. Pentagon just having his way with the tag team champion right now. Rey Fénix tosses Jimmy Uso into the turnbuckles using his arm. Deep arm drag from Jimmy Uso. Jey Uso sent flying into the side of the cell. This will finally be the end of this rivalry that has seen disqualifications, countouts, attacks, cheating, everything that you can think of, and finally we will see the end of it. Rey Fénix was going for a Hurricane Rana, dropped in the electric chair by Jimmy Uso. Pentagon now looking for the package pile driver. Jey Uso busted open, by the way. Super kick onto Rey Fénix from Jimmy Uso. Super kick, uppercut from
We are Alpha.
Okay, hang on a second here. This Alpha, this has to be the work of Alpha. Alpha has removed the cage. Alpha has removed the cage, removed the cell, and also removed Jimmy Uso. It's the Lucha Brothers alone in the ring with Jey Uso, and the cell is gone. I can't believe that Alpha has done this. They put the match in the steel cell specifically so that this doesn't happen. This is unbelievable. Jey Uso is alone fighting for the tag team championships against Pentagon and Rey Fénix, and there's nothing he can do. This is unbelievable. Sling blade from Pentagon. Jimmy Uso may have just had that match won as well with the super kick. And Alpha just removes the cell and takes out Jimmy Uso. Rey Fénix now. Drop kick onto Jey, and Pentagon is there on the other side. Super kick from Pentagon. frankly, if I were the referee, I'd stop this match right now. This was never supposed to happen. It was never supposed to be a match like this. It was supposed to be in the cell. I mean, it was obviously never supposed to be a 2-on-1 scenario. Giant kick to the gut from Pentagon. Jey Uso kicks out. And now Pentagon and Phoenix just stalking Jey Uso. Hits the corkscrew forearm after the eye rake, but Rey Fenix is there. Rey Fenix cuts him off. Jey Uso out of the way. Takes out Pentagon with that, but eats the basement dropkick. This is unbelievable what has happened. This is not even close to what this match was supposed to be. And the referee knows that. I frankly don't know why the referee is not stopping. But it is worth mentioning that this is the same referee who gave the Lucha Brothers a win over the Usos back before Winterfest, even though it certainly looked like the pinfall had been broken up. So I'm starting to believe that maybe Alpha has a referee on his payroll, because he's just allowing this to happen. And the referee has discretion in GAW. The referee's word is law, so what he says goes. If the referee decides that the match is going to continue, then the match will continue. Jey Uso doing his best to fight out of this, but there's only so much you can do in a situation like this. Pentagon showcasing the strength, drops him into a gut buster. I think the fans are trying to will Jey Uso to a win here, but I just don't know. I just don't know if even the cheers of the fans can really help out Jey right now. Rey Fenix up on top. Jey Uso trying to make his way up to the top, and he's stomped down. Planted into the ground by Rey Fenix, and now again Pentagon and Phoenix have Jey in a precarious position. Look at Phoenix with a backbreaker with Jey perched on the middle rope. These two are just enjoying the systematic beatdown of Jey Uso right now. Uso sends Pentagon into the corner, or Phoenix, I should say. Look at this, Jey Uso. Jey Uso might have a little bit of hope here. He's gotten around Pentagon. Rey Fenix now in trouble from the top. Jey Uso with a superplex to the outside. He's hurt himself as well, and of course Pentagon is still healthy. Pentagon goes after the back with the back rake and a DDT. Fans really trying to will Jey Uso back into this one, but I really don't see anything happening right now. Sling blade from Pentagon. I don't see it in the cards for Jey Uso unless Jimmy Uso can make a miraculous recovery from wherever the hell Alpha took him. I don't see it happening right now. Pentagon from up top with the double foot stomp. I don't think he connected with all of it. Jey Uso now fighting Pentagon inside the ring. Uso again just trying to get something here. Samoan drop onto Pentagon, but Rey Fenix is back. In a match like this where you're fighting two men at the same time, there's just not much you can do. You just can't, you don't have enough time. Uso tried to send Phoenix over the top rope to buy himself some time. Rey Fenix, though, drop toe hold into the middle rope and hangs him up. These two just picking apart the helpless Jey Uso. Unbelievable what's going on here. Pentagon now rolls Jey Uso back. Look at this. Absolutely brutal submission. Lets it go and will allow Rey Fenix. Well, maybe not. Jey Uso forces Phoenix into the corner, but Pentagon is there. Strike avoided by Jey. And Jey Uso now looking for the DDT possibly, but Pentagon, look at this, avoids the arm lock into the arm drag. Uso now has Pentagon up. An homage to his father with a Samoan death drop. But Rey Fenix, he's woken up now. out of the corner. Referee goes down. Rey Fenix tosses Jey Uso directly into the path of the referee. This is an absolute train wreck of a match right now. I cannot believe that this match is allowed to continue, given the fact that we were supposed to see a 2-on-2 steel cell match. Samoan death drop to Rey Fenix, but now the cell is gone, and we got a 2-on-1 scenario. Jey Uso was trying to go up top, probably for an Uso splash, but Pentagon with the strike sends Uso down. It's frankly shameful that this match is allowed to continue the way that it has been. Rey Fenix with a dragon suplex, or the butterfly suplex, I should say. Phoenix trying to go for the legs. Jey Uso up, but Pentagon is right there. Pentagon rakes the eyes of Jey Uso. This is what Alpha has turned. This is what Alpha has turned the proud tag division of GAW into. This match right here. Rey Fenix drop kick. He hit the referee. Jey Uso wasn't even there. Rey Fenix just drop kicks the referee, and Pentagon now lines up Jey Uso drop kick as Uso was hung over the bottom rope, and Fenix now goes for the cover, but the referee's not even there. This reeks of the Lucha Brothers. Just all they're doing is just toying with Jey Uso and with all of GAW. Rey Fenix just drop kicks the referee for no reason. Why? Because he can. Alpha removes the steel cell and removes Jimmy Uso. Why? Because he can. That's the only reason. That's all this is, and maybe we will see a merciful end to this match as Phoenix has Jey Uso looking for the Blackfire driver. Jey Uso able to get out of it, but eats a Canadian destroyer from Pentagon. Absolutely crucial from Jey Uso there to get out of the Blackfire driver, but Pentagon now maybe working to an end to this match, breaks the arm, and a splash from Rey Fenix. Looks like he caught Pentagon with it as well, but Phoenix may have just done enough. That combination of moves, and the Lucha Brothers win. I am absolutely disgusted by the events of this match. I am absolutely disgusted by what we've seen. This started as a steel cell match between two warring teams and ended with this just unacceptable, absolutely unacceptable finish to this match. But I don't see anything else happening. I don't see a referee vacating these titles. The Lucha Brothers are your new GAW Tag Team Champions. And the Usos will not be able to challenge for the belts as long as they hold them. Absolutely shameful. Well, folks, after that absolutely shameful display put on by Alpha and the Lucha Brothers, hopefully we can return to normal here as Will Ospreay continues his open challenge for the Intercontinental Championship. The man to answer tonight is a former Cruiserweight Championship challenger, Sin Cara. This would be the biggest win of his career if he is to get it here over the Aerial Assassin here in Tokyo. Will Ospreay coming out looking for, now I believe, his fourth consecutive Intercontinental Championship defense. He began with a win over the White Storm, Yunsan Park, to begin this open challenge. Yunsan Park, by the way, is now hosting our GAW Academy Storm Chaser series So go check that out. First episode just dropped here on GA Wrestling. It is an absolutely incredible series, so you got to go watch it. He then followed up with a 45-second win over Zack Sabre Jr. and then an absolute classic against Walter. Let's see what he can do here against the man without a face. So these two have fought many times, but always in a cruiserweight setting. Never for the Intercontinental Championship or any kind of match involving the Intercontinental Championship. And they've always put together some solid contests, these two. A couple lockups here. Ospreay with a thrust kick early. Ospreay, like I said, coming off an absolute classic against the ring general Walter. And if you haven't seen that, that was on the last episode of Wednesday Night Storm, so go check that out. That was absolutely incredible. Ospreay now, Northern Light suplex, drops Sin Cara. I'm glad to see that we have our normal referee back after... Oh my God. You gotta be kidding me. I thought we were done with this. I thought we were... Bobby Lashley charging down to the ring, and Lashley's put his hands on Will Ospreay. Lashley has Ospreay. Sin Cara still on the ground. Lashley has Ospreay up into that stalling vertical suplex, drops him, and the referee has to call for the bell. I can't believe we've seen it again. And now Conor McGregor's out here. Conor McGregor's made his return. We haven't seen him for months now, but Conor McGregor is standing at the top of the ramp with Ospreay down in the ring. Lashley's rolled out. And yep, McGregor's got something to say. God, I would love to hear this. Unbelievable. Hey, Will. Hey, GAW. And hello, Japan. We're back. You remember all those weeks ago when I debuted here? I made sure Jay White didn't win the gauntlet match for the world title #1 contendership. And then you never saw me again. And the only time you saw Bobby was in a 4-way match for the Intercontinental title #1 contendership. Remember that? I'm sure you didn't. And that was the point. See, success in sports and in business, it's all about the long game. Quite frankly, a match with Jay White, a world title match, that would have been great, but then what? That's the bigger picture you're all missing. I know Alpha likes to go on about how smart he is, but taking over this company is about the business, not about creepy words spoken in the dark. So I just want you to know, Will, we're back. And you better test yourself against some bigger men, because Bobby Lashley is coming for that belt. Oh, and say hello to GAW's newest sponsor. Enjoy the rest of your night, Tokyo. After the absolute travesty of the previous two matches, with Alpha getting involved in the tag title match and then Bobby Lashley attacking Will Ospreay in the middle of his Intercontinental Championship match, hopefully we will return to normalcy here with these two women. Kairi Sane coming out first. Sane and Asuka have battled in the past 2 times now since Winterfest, and both matches have been absolutely brilliant, so hopefully we're in for more of the same here, and we can actually get a match that we can be proud of instead of Alpha and Conor McGregor getting themselves involved needlessly in proceedings. Well, you can hear the pop for Asuka. Again, one of the most popular competitors that we've ever seen in GAW, and a great way to cleanse our palates after the previous two matches that we just witnessed. She and Kairi Sane have a great deal of respect for one another, but they also have a great deal of pride as wrestlers in the ring. And so that has led to two brilliant matches already, and now the World Championship is on the line between these two. I'm sure a great palate cleanser for Asuka as well after the brutal rivalry that she went through with Shayna Baszler. They main evented Winterfest, and Asuka put Baszler in her place. So now, battling Kairi Sane, this is going to be a great match, I have no doubt about it. The Women's World Championship is on the line in our co-main event. No time limit here, and again, these two women have put on clinics over the past few weeks. Lots of respect, but these two are also incredible wrestlers, and Kairi Sane certainly feels like she is on the level of Asuka. She is capable of winning World Championship gold. Look at this. These two women are absolutely incredible mat workers. Wrestling backgrounds for both of them. Dojo trained. They're fighting in their home country here. And Kairi Sane, I believe, actually grew up in Tokyo. Asuka grew up in Osaka, not too far away. Kick from Asuka misses, and Kairi Sane drops her with the reverse DDT. Already, I mean, this is such high quality wrestling. Spinning back fist from Asuka, catches Kairi Sane, turns her back around, spinning kick. Asuka picks her up. Sane able to slide out of that. The two fighting in the corner. A kick from Sane. And now Kairi, middle rope, sunset bomb. The pace of this match is unbelievable. Again, these two women, they fought before, so certainly this is not new to them, but they are wanting to give their home crowd a show here, and they are certainly doing that. And then, of course, the fans also have to look forward to Japanese hero Kazuchika Okada. He is facing PAC for the World Championship in the main event tonight. Asuka, nice drop kick. The level that these two women are at right now is absolutely incredible. Kairi Sane now has Asuka stunned on the ropes. Kairi Sane, nice drop kick, high velocity, straight into the gut. Kairi Sane going for the first cover of the match. Asuka kicks out quickly. Asuka, of course, if you've been watching GAW for any length of time, Asuka turns it into a cross arm breaker. She's been using this ever since her match against Shayna Baszler, where the Asuka lock was banned. She started to use this cross arm breaker very effectively. In this one, she releases spinning back fist, countered by Kairi Sane with the same, and now side Russian leg sweep from the Pirate Princess. Standing double foot stomp. Goes for the kick, caught by Asuka into a dragon screw leg whip. If you've been watching GAW for any length of time, you know that Asuka has been Women's World Champion for well over a year now. She is the second longest tenured Women's Champion in history, the second longest tenured champion of any belt in the history of GAW, passing Rey Mysterio for that mark not too long ago. Sliding elbow from Kairi Sane, and it's gotten out of the way by Asuka. Asuka with the spinning kick, now off the ropes, an Empress hip attack from the Empress of Tomorrow. Hooks the leg. Asuka has Kairi Sane in trouble, and Asuka has retained. What a belter of a match that was. Asuka has so many ways to put you away. The Empress hip attack is one of them. She's beaten Kairi Sane with an armbar as well. Again, there is no shame in losing to Asuka, given her level, given her record, given how long she's been champion. Again, that sliding forearm countered by Asuka into an Empress hip attack. And Asuka puts away her friendly rival Kairi Sane. Tremendous match from these two women. You can hear the fans very much approve of what they have just seen, and they should. That was an incredible match, and I'm very thankful for that given what we just saw in our previous two. Asuka retains the GAW Women's World Championship. She is one of the great champions in the history of this company. And now we will get to our main event where we will see one of the great champions in the history of the world. Kazuchika Okada won the GAW Christmas party at Winterfest. He will get his chance against Alpha's champion, PAC. Ladies and gentlemen, I gotta be honest with you here. My hopes are not high that we are going to see a clean match, given that this is PAC's first official defense of the belt since he won it. Alpha is, well, his fingerprints, frankly, are probably going to be all over this one. But if there's anyone that can overcome that, it would be the Rainmaker Kazuchika Okada, 7-time IWGP Heavyweight Champion, the first ever foreign-born GAW World Champion. This man is a legend of this sport, fighting in front of his home fans. So he will have all the support in the world, and if anyone can take down PAC, it would be him. Let's see if he can do it. What's going on here? Okay. Please don't tell me that something has happened with... No, of course not. They're just mocking. They're just mocking Aleister Black, the man that PAC beat to win the World Championship, coming out to his music. There is no low that Alpha will not sink to. They have to know, Alpha has to know that PAC did not win that championship fairly. Aleister Black had already been through a grueling match with Keith Lee, and they mock him like this. I mean, at least PAC is coming out with the belt. I mean, at least there's that, but unbelievable. Actually coming out to his music, and folks, Alpha has been all over Storm Tokyo so far, and I cannot imagine that it'll be any different in this World Championship match. But again, if there is any man out there who has a chance to fight off the evil Alpha, it would be Kazuchika Okada. He will get that chance in front of his home fans here in the main event of Storm Tokyo. No time limit here, of course, in this contest. Like I said, we've already seen 2 title changes so far tonight, so, you know, I don't want to be biased, but I may or may not be rooting for a third. It would be nice to not see Alpha run GAW anymore, as he has controlled the World Championship since Cyclone Denver. PAC now drops Okada. I think the question is when, not if, these Alpha associates Hunter and Hornet on the outside will get themselves involved. PAC with a kick to Okada. Okada shakes it off, but PAC was waiting for it. Thrust kick to the stomach, and then a basement drop kick from the world champ. You know, I got to point this out now. Look, it's PAC did not win the World Championship in the most sportsman-like fashion, but he won the Challenger briefcase fairly in that ladder match. It entitled him the opportunity to cash in whenever he wanted, so he did it legally. I'll give him that. And what it means is we have a real cruiserweight revolution going on right now in GAW. When you look at the 3 male titles, the World Championship, the Intercontinental Championship, and the Tag Championships, all 3 of them are held by cruiserweights. Will Ospreay started it, winning the Intercontinental belt from Matt Hardy and then unifying it with the Cruiserweight Championship. And then PAC, of course, won the world title from Aleister Black. PAC is a 2-time Cruiserweight champion here in GAW. And then Rey Fenix and Pentagon just won the Tag Team Championships from the Usos. And Rey Fenix is a former Cruiserweight champion in GAW. So Cruiserweights certainly are getting a lot of respect when it comes to the top titles in the company. They are no longer sequestered to the Cruiserweight division anymore, and that's exactly what Will Ospreay wanted. So credit to the aerial assassin, he made it happen. Some of the most popular stars, some of the great champions in GAW, they are Cruiserweights right now, so credit to Will Ospreay for that. Okada goes for the first cover of the match. PAC kicks out at 1. We're talking about this match, though. Kazuchika Okada comes in, of course, standing at 6'5", incredible amount of power, which you see him put into every Rainmaker that he hits. One of the most devastating moves in the history of wrestling. But he also comes in with incredible athleticism for his size, and that needs to be noted because he can compete with PAC when it comes to athleticism. And PAC can compete with Okada when it comes to strength. PAC is one of the strongest cruiserweights that we have ever seen. Okada, drop kick. PAC flies off the apron. Okada trying to draw on the support of his home fans here. Okada has PAC up, and PAC with a reverse DDT on the outside. You can see Hunter's made his way over. PAC with the boot straight to Okada's face, and it's opened him up. It's torn the skin away from his forehead. And Okada is now bleeding profusely already. PAC certainly will exploit that, and I'm worried that that will be just an open target for PAC's brutalizer. He used it to beat Aleister Black. PAC now has Okada in trouble. PAC standing on the top rope, and PAC hits a superplex. PAC takes Okada to the outside, and now the former IWGP Heavyweight Champion and former GAW World Champion, he's got to be absolutely in agonizing pain. Both, you can see the blood spewing from his forehead and then his back after that superplex. You gotta feel that PAC has the advantage right now. PAC has him up, brain buster. The world champion PAC, he's not even letting him go. PAC hoists him up again, maybe for a brain buster. Okada able to get out of it and just runs right back into the ring. No need to be outside any longer than necessary. Strike misses from Okada, but he does connect with that one. Drops PAC to a knee, and Okada now Rainmaker. Out of nowhere, Okada hit the Rainmaker, but he's not even done. Okada has PAC up. Tombstone pile driver. Rainmaker into a tombstone from Okada, but he's not even done there. Hornet has gotten up onto the apron. Now Hornet distracting Okada. Okada's not going to fall for that, but it does allow PAC to get up and still try to fight in this thing. PAC had not sustained a lot of damage before that, so he was able to make his way to his feet even after the Rainmaker. You got to feel it's a missed opportunity there from Okada, and normally his experience will prevent him from making any kind of mistake like that, but when you're dealing with the numbers advantage that Alpha has, sometimes you just make rash judgments. PAC now has Okada up, Michinoku driver. Okada kips up straight to his feet, but PAC was ready for it. Okada able to get out of the guillotine attempt, and Okada again has PAC up. Tombstone pile driver. That's the second of the match, and Okada's not going to let it sit there. Okada, waistlock, Rainmaker. Second one. Okada, this time he knows what he's doing. This time. And he goes, so that. What? Hornets distracted the referee. Hornet may have just cost Kazuchika Okada the match. He had PAC dead to rights. He had the leg hooked. There is the advantage of Alpha. Dragon screw leg whip from PAC. PAC now rolls Okada over. Chair slid in by Hunter, and PAC deadlift German onto the edge of the chair. Okada's back landed right on that chair leg. This is what Alpha does. The crowd still trying to will on Okada. Teardrop suplex from PAC. PAC now has Okada middle of the ring. PAC locks in the brutalizer. PAC has the brutalizer in. It beat Aleister Black. PAC with the help of Alpha. He has beaten Kazuchika Okada. Alpha cost Okada the match by stopping him from getting the pin off the Rainmaker. They slid the chair in. PAC dumped him with that German suplex onto the edge. Okada was done after that. PAC locks in the brutalizer, and PAC has defended his world championship. Wow. Okada thought he may have been able to get some hope with that, but PAC puts him away with the brutalizer. That is PAC's first defense of the World Championship here in Tokyo. The fans are almost silent as PAC has, well, basically cheated to beat the hometown hero, Kazuchika Okada. PAC will walk out of here as world champion. The Lucha Brothers walk out of here as tag champions. And we got a whole lot to discuss on our next episode of Wednesday Night Storm. Make sure you subscribe so you can see it. We appreciate you.